had a lot of fun planning this hike, but since I forgot most of those plans, you're going to hear Roxana laughing at me. I thought I'd show you how we came up with this. First, we zoom out from the campground, and we notice these two big white spots. Those look interesting, but you never know if the satellite picture has just got the wrong color. So my first thought was maybe we could make it way up here, but that looks too far and probably too rough. Roxana said, how about we take a look at this area? I said, well, maybe we can make it up onto this, but that all looked kind of steep. And Roxana said, hey, how about we just try and do this instead and see if that's really white or what it is. And I said, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do that. The whole time we were there, I still had this original plan in my head. Well, when we got to this spot, the walking was so smooth and the scenery so interesting, that pretty much defined the rest of the trip. Well, the tent is right there. We had an interesting night. It got incredibly windy. It even rained for a while, but this morning the only evidence of rain was a little bit of dirt on my truck. It just goes away so fast. So today we're gonna just hike up this way. We've been looking on the satellite picture, so we've got some ideas of what we want to do. Pretty big wash up there. All of that's like flowed down. We're looking for something a little more like this that goes up. Well, I was thinking about going up here, but tell them what you think, Roxana.
There's another green patch, and then we're supposed to go up after the green patch.
Well, we're gonna keep looking. It says it really widened out. We got a big sandy valley over here. Roxana still thinks it's up this way. I think we may have passed the one we were originally intending to do, but yeah, she's shaking her head no. Yeah, I totally forgot the plan. She's pointing towards the green area we noted as a landmark. Oh, there's the green. Oh, there goes. Always lots of jackrabbits. Check out the colors out there. I believe we have found what we were looking for because we're supposed to go around that.
No!
There I go. We're way past it, but I still think we're on the other route. Pretty wild stuff. And I'll do it again.
You just got stuck on that first route.
I'm pretty sure that the plan was to kind of go around that. I eventually realized we're not where I think we are, but I won't remember our original plan for days. Grapevine Ranger Station way out there. Nobody's ever at that one. Nice view as we head up. And pretty cool flower hanging on the side here. Oh yes, this is excellent. What a view. You can see that wash over there stretching all the way down. That green area, that's like a maintenance yard by the ranger station. The road is out there. It runs north-south. We sort of paralleled the road in that wash down below at first. Of course, we're a good 2 miles away from the road. You can see that wash just streaks down into the main Death Valley wash down there. We just come up a little over 100 feet and getting a pretty excellent view. Perfect little patch of shade. You might hear a car down the road every once in a while or an airplane, but it is so quiet. We just turned a corner and wow, that's pretty cool looking. Water comes through so rarely, but it comes through with a lot of force when it does sometimes. It's complicated. Last night, I mean, it's May, it was supposed to be cloudy. I could tell it was going to rain, but we knew it wasn't going to rain much. It rained for a good half hour, but drops almost nothing. But if it were October, then that's when you get the big storms, drops an inch or so. And you have to figure all of this gets an inch of rain and all of that water ends up right here. And you have a foot-deep river coming at you, maybe even more. But we knew last night we were going to be safe. It didn't even get anything wet. Now that's odd. That's a cairn up there. Somebody, sometime, was out here building something. Thing about that little wood pile, Now we'll be able to take a look on the map, try and find it on the satellite map and figure out exactly where we are. There's another cairn up there, so somebody marked some sort of trail. Very interesting. I'm not sure what might be up there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's definitely no problem with that if you want to mark out a trail. But if you've ever seen the end of Mosaic Canyon, where there's just these huge stacks of rocks, the rangers have gotten tired of it because it's not what should naturally be there. You shouldn't come up to the end of the canyon and see a bunch of rocks stacked by people. You should see the natural scene. That's why they're trying to discourage people from just randomly piling up rocks. But Cairns, to mark an interesting trail, there's no problem with that. Yeah, now I'm intrigued. Yeah, this is just crazy. It just keeps doing this, just perfect circular zigzags. Wow. Roxana's down there. I noticed another cairn right there. And I said, let me go up here and take a look. And it's a big flat area, and look at that. That is an old cowboy camp. Look at those cans. It's a really old camp. That's a big rock pile. And then there are some more cairns. There. There. There's another one. But there's also one over there, so they might be a loop. Yep, back down in here. It's pretty bizarre. Boy, this is getting really impressive up here. Well, we've run into a pretty big confluence. Yeah, there's a block in the road for sure. Goes up sharply that way. And it gets really steep fast this way, so I think I'll go take a look over there first. Goes up the left side a little bit. Keeps climbing. And we've got a really neat dry fall right here. First of all, there's this. Let me hold on a second, folks. That. Okay, so this one got blocked real fast because that would be pretty difficult to scramble up. And we're just right there. That is some sandy sandstone. That was a lot of fun to get up. Look at Roxana here. Show them how tall you are next to the dryfall.
Oh, I see. It's taller than me.
Yeah, so I mean, and look at how crumbly this is. So it's just weird, and then it just gets rougher from there. You can see another real smooth dryfall there. Well, that was a lot of fun. Down we go. Really not too bad. Yep, decided to try and follow these cairns. Of course, it's behind a bush now. So, Roxana, what?
There was a scramble.
That was insane. The last cairn's over here, and then the next one is way over there, which would be impossible to get to. And we could not make it up that. We had to come back down into here and scramble up here and finally crawl up this. Oh my gosh, made it.
Later on, we found out from the rangers, these old cairns are mining claim boundaries.
No wonder they were so hard to follow and why they look so old. Hard to imagine mining in this soft material, but that woodpile we saw earlier was probably intended to be used for a shaft. Historical items like these are a good reason why us backcountry tourists should avoid building any new structures that might confuse future historians. You can try and imagine living here while we take in the view for a minute. You can see part of the campground right there. into a loop. Now the key to selecting this route was that I could see from the top that we could get all the way down, or that at the worst we would have a little bit at the bottom. It would be tricky, but you normally don't want to try go down just any canyon because you never know when you're going to run into a cliff or a dry fall or whatever. But this worked out perfectly because that was a heck of a lot easier. That was really hard going up. Oh my gosh, we did not want to try to go down that steep rocky slope. So now we're just out the wash and the campground's right over there. And a nice long lunch. Now we're heading back. Not too far now.
So from here we can see the green area where is the entrance to the campground and the water tank right over there. So we're close.
We've angled a good bit north of the campground, which is over there. We have to weave around a lot just to find the easier ground to walk on. So we're just about to the bottom. We'll give you another shot when we get down there, but that's about it. We got some pretty wide views here. Maybe one more wide view. And, I'm a little sad this hike is almost over. That was a really good one. All right, folks.